Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So as I tell you guys all the time, the most dangerous weapon in the world is a microphone and a camera. And this clip I'm about to play of what Lomachenko said years ago about Gervonta Tank Davis before he had even moved up to 135. This clip is going to completely contradict everything Lomachenko has recently said about fighting Gervonta today. Check out this clip and I'm going to give you my thoughts.
One potential opponent is Gervonta Davis. He's a new champion at 130. Would you want to fight him next if he came up?
I don't know. For me, he is not interesting because for what? For what? Money?
Big money?
Do you want me to throw out the video?
No, that happened yesterday. I gotta do it again.
You know, I can fight with him for free. I can fight for. Why he can't fight with me when I stay in the 130? Why? Why then I was a 130 champion, WBO champion. He has a IBF title. Why in that moment he can't fight with me? Now when I move up at 135, now he want to fight with me, and I read he want to fight only on pay-per-view. Hey, what are you talking about? You never has a main event. You fight only co-main event. What are you talking about?
What pay-per-view is that gonna be?
What pay-per-view you talking about? Hey.
What do you make of his promoter wanting him to fight Gervonta? You to fight Gervonta? Floyd.
Hey, you know me. You know my legacy. I never scare. I never. I know nobody scare. I can fight anybody. But I need. If he has a title, I wait. But he has a title 130. I don't want to fight 135 and stay 145. He can move up 135, take a title, and after that I can fight with him.
There it is. Lomachenko's own words. Loma said that if Gervonta moves up to 135 and he wins a title, then we can fight. He said that Gervonta wasn't a pay-per-view star. Now, keep in mind, once again, this was years ago. He said this before Gervonta even fought at 135, when he first won a title at 130. So Loma just admitted, not only does he not want to fight Gervonta today, he didn't want to fight him 4 to 5 years ago. He also said that he would fight Gervonta for free, meaning money was never a roadblock when it came to this fight not happening. And the reason why this is so important to note is because of what old media has been saying about Lomachenko since the beginning of his career, and even after Lomachenko's last fight. This is a man that Bob Arum said was greater than Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard. I remember Dan Rafael said years ago Lomachenko would have gave Floyd Mayweather hell. Someone that's supposed to be that good is not supposed to be avoiding Gervonta Tank Davis for the biggest payday of their career and for a very significant fight because it's a unification bout. We know what Floyd Mayweather did at the exact same age that Lomachenko is today. Floyd Mayweather, he fought a much bigger, stronger, younger Canelo Alvarez, who was 15 to 20 pounds bigger than him the night of the fight, and Floyd Mayweather was 36. And the reason why we know for a fact Loma would never do something that Floyd Mayweather did, or even what the 36-year-old Terrence Crawford is attempting to do, we know Loma is not like them, because Loma, he even turned down a Manny Pacquiao fight years ago. A fight that would have definitely catapulted him into superstar status, something he has never been before. Lomachenko, he turned down the Pacquiao fight about 5 or 6 years ago. Remember, this is the same Pacquiao that completely dominated Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner and dominated Tim Bradley in their third fight. Loma didn't want to fight Manny Pacquiao because he was worried about the size, the natural size advantage that Pacquiao would have. The same type of size advantage that Canelo Alvarez had over Floyd Mayweather. But when you're a great fighter, especially when you're fighting against a fighter who has the type of flaws that Manny Pacquiao has, your skills are supposed to make up for the lack of size or power that you have. So basically, Lomachenko, he just wants to hold the belt hostage and just keep taking safe fights for the rest of his career. Just like Canelo Alvarez, Loma is no longer fighting for legacy. And this is why I believe they need to come up with some type of rule in the sport of boxing to where fighters are forced to unify at some point. There should be a universal purse bid for unification bouts in boxing, because it's completely unfair to the fighters that really are fighting for legacy, that really do want to prove that they're the best in the world and get all the belts. With that being said, Lomachenko once again is completely out, and now everyone is talking about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, which, by the way, now is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. But the double standards in the sport of boxing are just amazing. When you think about the fact that, once again, Davis versus Shakur is the biggest fight in boxing right now, but yet the same old media members, they've never talked about Gervonta or Shakur Stevenson as if they're already considered one of the greatest fighters of all time, which is why they should be the most upset that Lomachenko turned down this fight against Gervonta if you really believe that Loma was as good as you said he was. Go back and listen to Joe Tessitore, ESPN's Joe Tessitore, calling the Lomachenko versus George Kambosos fight. Tessitore, he was praising Lomachenko as if Loma was beating Gervonta Tank Davis or Terrence Crawford. But you know what Tessitore said right after Devin Haney beat George Kambosos twice in a row to become undisputed? He said, let's be honest, George Kambosos was never that good in the first place. Even though George Kambosos had beat Teofimo Lopez. And Tessitore, he was pushing the propaganda of calling George Kambosos the undisputed champion, knowing that he did not have all 4 belts. At the end of the day, what it really comes down to is these race fans in the sport of boxing. They know how gifted, they know how talented these Black American boxers are. So they feel that whenever a black boxer does something, oh, you're already supposed to do that because you're naturally good. I mean, you guys are like superheroes. So it's like cheating when you guys are boxing. Now, if someone who does it is not expected to be like a superhero, now that is impressive. This is what they're saying. And this is the reason why, once again, whenever a black fighter loses, especially an undefeated black fighter, it's a big, big deal because the standards are set so high for the Black American boxer. So when you hear these race fans say that they want to see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, the truth deep down, they have always been more impressed with fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis, and even Devin Haney before he lost to a fighter on steroids. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Decay Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodecay.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.